So if he's not revealed, he can't be destroyed. So he got to be revealed first so the Most High can destroy him. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with power and signs and lying wonders. Because you see the so-called white man as a liar. You know, all the things that he has set up, all the lies that he has set up. And he's just constantly just trying to cover his tracks and cover his ass. But you know what? The Most High is taking all those veils. He's peeling all those veils back so that people are seeing him and seeing his nakedness, seeing his shame. That's why today, all these things, people today are ashamed of the slavery thing. You know, all the stuff that happened during slavery. They're ashamed of that now. These Edomites today, they're ashamed of that. But you know what? They're the same people that did that back then. And they're the same people coming back today and acting like they never did anything like that. But they're reaping off the benefits that their forefathers undertook and stole. It says, verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. See? Because deceivableness means that's the devil. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they're going to deceive only the ones that are meant to perish. That's why they did all these things throughout history, because they received not the love of the truth that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So basically, the so-called white man, he's not going to change. He's the devil. He was made to be the devil, and that's what he's going to be. Now, I want to show you, brother, something real quick. This right here is of the Spanish Bible, right? Right here you see Sagrada Escritura, which is sacred scriptures. Then it says Biblia, right? Now, you notice in the index, índice, Antiguo Testamento, or the Old Testament, you have what? You got Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. And as you scroll around, you start seeing books like Primer Maccabeos, which is First Maccabees, Judith, Tobias, or Tobias, Second Maccabeos, Second Maccabees, Baruch, you know, and other books that belong to the Apocrypha, because this is the original one, and they took it out. See, now when you go to the to the King James Bible, the electronic search or electronic text center, University of Virginia, and you scroll down, you see what? You see the Old Testament, right? Then you scroll down, and what do you see? You see the New Testament, and you scroll down, and what do you see? Apocrypha King James Bible. And then you see all the books of the Apocrypha there. Okay? Why? Because the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And he took all these things out, and he did it for a purpose and for a reason. Now, let's go to, this is the protocols of the learned elders of Zion. Alright? And this basically is, I had it highlighted, the page that I was on, so just bear with me 1 second. And we're going to go to protocol number 16. And the reason why we're going to go to protocol 16 is because there's a point that we have to make there. Here you go, protocol number 16. Let you get, brother, get a view of that. Alright, see, protocol number 16, the protocols of the learned elders of Zion. Now, what they're saying in this thing here, let me scroll up a little bit. There's a warning here. Warning, this document is a proven anti-Semitic forgery and hoax. You know, and it goes on to say that abuse is strictly forbidden. Now, the reason why they say it's a forgery and a hoax, now the historian Eustace Mullins even brought that out. If something is a forgery, that means that there had to be an original document. So by them saying it's a forgery and a hoax, they're trying to say that this doesn't really exist. This is just propaganda to try to bring doubt and try to bring accusations against these so-called Jews, which is a damn lie. So for something like Eustace Mullins said, for something to be a forgery, that means there was an original book or original protocols, and somebody made a copy of it. All right. So now this is protocol number 16. It says emasculation of the universities. Now the term emasculation basically means to take the man out. Here we go, a free dictionary online. Emasculate. Emasculated, right? To castrate, to deprive of strength or vigor, weaken. That's the reason why the woman is known as the weaker vessel, because she doesn't have a rod. She doesn't have a penis. She has a vagina. and that's one of the reasons why she's the weaker vessel. Alright, it says to castrate, to deprive of strength and vigor, weaken, deprived of virility. Now the word virility or virile means man, strength or vigor. Latin emasculare, from ex, which is out, and masculus, which is male, to take out the male. So basically what they're doing is in these so-called societies, right, and these so-called universities, they're taking out the masculinity of it, and they putting in that vibration of the woman. That's why you have that what's called the alma mater. And the reason why they took out the masculinity out of it is because the male is known for thinking through things, you know. Like, you know, males, they do get hot-headed, but when it comes down to certain situations, especially the Israelite man, they analyze certain things. So these colleges, basically, they're making people, that's why they call them, they call it dumbing you down, because what they're doing basically is they're taking the idea of free thought, so to speak, out of your mind, you know, and they're making you basically they're making you a robot for the international bankers, and they're taking that stuff out because they basically trying to make you like a woman, because a woman is known as a weaker vessel, and a woman also is easily programmed because she is the weaker vessel, you know. But a man is harder for anybody to certain men anyway. It's harder for anybody to trick a man, you know, especially an Israelite man. That's why when the serpent, which was a man, came to Eve, he came to Eve. He didn't go to Adam, and he used a woman to come against Adam, to make Adam fall. But it says emasculation of the universities, substitute for classism, training and calling, advertisement of the authority of the rulers in the schools, abolition of freedom of instruction. So really, they don't want people to think. They want to tell people what to think and how to think. New theories, independence of thought, teaching by object lesson. All right. So they really don't want people to wake up and to know the truth. You know, especially the Israelites. Now, if we scroll on down, it says here, classicism as also any form of study of ancient history in which there are more bad than good examples, we shall replace with the study of the program of the future. We shall erase from memory of men all facts of previous centuries which are undesirable to us. See, it says, we shall erase from the memory of men the facts of previous centuries which are undesirable to us, and leave those which depict all the errors of the governments of the Goyim, which is the nations. Now, the reason why they're saying that is because that's exactly what they did. They took out all, and then not only things that were undesirable to them, they took out all in history and